Breaking news, you guys. Big news coming in from the USVI. The governor has just announced new rules, new guidelines for COVID, for travel, for how the island is going to operate. So I'm going to tell you all about it right now. Okay, before I read you all the rules and restrictions and everything that's changed here, I just want to say on a side note, I'm in Puerto Rico right now, and it seems like every time I come to Puerto Rico, they change the rules of what's going on in the Virgin Islands. Last time I was here, the day I was flying back, all of a sudden they said you got to have a COVID test, which if you're vaccinated, which you didn't have to have before. Then it was a big mess when I got back there, and there were some irate people on the plane yelling at the National Guard people. So this time I'm in Puerto Rico, and it looks like they are relaxing and getting rid of a lot of these COVID rules and restrictions. So I'm going to tell you guys what they all are right now. Okay, I'm going to read you the headline of the article. A little bit of a spoiler alert because it tells you most of what's going on. But here's what it says. It says Brian, who's our governor, Governor Brian. Brian opens USVI. All government employees return to offices, clubs, churches, restaurants to operate normally. Moratoriums lifted. Mask mandates stay in place for now. I'll get more into that in a second. Okay, so most of you guys coming here to the USVI are coming on vacation, most of you who watch these videos. So I'm gonna kind of just zone in on what you guys are looking for here in the information, because I know your time is important, just like mine. So here's the things that have changed if you're coming here on vacation. There's a little bit of information about events. If you're coming here for a wedding, you might want to dig a little bit deeper into that, but basically you can have 999 people at events. You don't need permits anymore, unless it was a type of event you needed a permit for anyways. So that still applies, but no more COVID permits. Here's what you're really interested in: bars and restaurants. So the way it was, you had to put your mask on, walk in and sit down at the bar, and then you could take your mask off. We call it the COVID zone. It's that danger area from the door to your table, full of COVID. You got to wear a mask. That still applies if you're indoors. But if you're outdoors, if you're at a beach bar, chilinguito, like we like to call them here in Puerto Rico, if it's outdoor air, you can take your mask off even if you're standing up. So the COVID zone does not exist standing up in an outdoor bar, only standing up in an indoor bar. So keep that in mind. I'll also mention here, if you're going to the club, you still have to mask up if you're going to be dancing and partying in the club. So keep that in mind. And you have to social distance, which in this article, it's a little funny. It says, we're not quite sure how you're going to social distance up in the club, because now you can have 999 people in the club, but you have to social distance and wear a mask. It says it's unclear how this will be enforced or how you'll get in trouble or not get in trouble. If you're concerned, you can go, I'll put a link in the description down there. You can read this whole article for yourself. And finally, if there's any events that you might want to go to, like a concert or something, if the world just explodes in concerts and normal things start to happen again, if it's a USVI Health Department approved vaccinated event, no masks. If it's encompasses all people, vaccinated and unvaccinated alike, masks, at least for now. They did ask the governor, why do you want us to still wear masks indoors when the CDC said, you don't have to wear masks indoors anymore? And this was his reply. He said, well, first of all, the CDC has been wrong before. And secondly, we have a lot of people on this island who are just terrified of COVID. So we need to respect their fears, and we need to keep our masks on for a little bit longer. He said we have a lot of deficient, compromised individuals on the island. So he still wants to be careful, but he said in 2 or 3 weeks, he's going to readdress the indoor masking requirements, and we'll see how that goes. And one more very important thing is you still have to do the travel portal. So go online and do the travel portal. If you're coming here, you still got to get that green barcode. When you get off the plane, there'll be a National Guard dude or lady, and they're going to want to see your phone with the green barcode. They want to see your ID. They're going to match them up. They're going to scan it, and they're going to say, have a nice day. Welcome to the islands. Maybe this is about the last COVID restriction video that I'm going to have to do. So if you're coming to the islands, still think about subscribing to the channel and like this video. It helps more people see it. But I do lots of videos on tours of beaches, what to do in St. Thomas, how to pack for coming to St. Thomas. I'm about to do a bunch of videos about some of my excursions here around Puerto Rico. So if you want to see what some of the beaches and things to do in Puerto Rico looks like, that's going to be coming up. And I got gear reviews and lots of other good stuff on the channel. So subscribe to the channel, and I've got lots of great beach how-tos and information for you. Thanks for watching this one. We'll see you in the next one.